Faneuil Hall, also called the Cradle of Liberty or the Home of Free Speech, is one of the most famous marketplaces/meeting houses in Boston. The Cradle of Liberty was a gift from Peter Faneuil that served as a meeting house that began some protest and a marketplace in Revolutionary times. Faneuil Hall served many important events in the Revolutionary period. First of all, Faneuil Hall was built in 1741. It was made to look like an English market. Peter Faneuil used his money he got from his slave trading business to fund this project. Faneuil Hall didn't get its name until 2 years later when Peter Faneuil died on March 3rd, 1743. Also, Faneuil Hall hosted the first town meeting in America after the Revolutionary War. In 1742, an angry mob burnt part of Faneuil Hall. Another fire, in 1761, destroyed most of the building. The colonists had a lottery to rebuild the hall. The golden grasshopper weather vane was damaged in a fire, and the blacksmith's son fixed it and wrote "Food for the Grasshopper" on a time capsule and put it into the grasshopper's stomach. The golden grasshopper then became a symbol for Boston. Fun facts. There are many fun facts about Faneuil Hall. The most common one is that it has a second floor where some patriotic events happened. The hall held meetings to protest the Townshend Act, Tea Act, Stamp Act, and Sugar Act. This is also where the quote, "no taxation without representation" was said. Also, Faneuil Hall had a meeting that led to the Revolutionary War. There is a giant painting there called Webster's Replay the Hayne. The hall held victory celebrations after the colonists won the war. Also, Faneuil Hall was built right next to the water. Finally, the third floor is a museum and armory for Ancient and Honorable Artillery Company of Massachusetts. Faneuil Hall was always on the Freedom Trail, so that means it was added in 1958 when the Freedom Trail was established. Faneuil Hall went through many changes during its lifespan. One change is how the golden grasshopper was put on. In 1974, the grasshopper was stolen. When the police got it back, the grasshopper put it back with a device that locks it so no one can steal it again. Quincy Market was also added in 1926. Faneuil Hall is mostly the same as it was around 275 years ago. The hall does still hold some meetings, and the marketplace is very popular today. The main difference is the shops inside the hall. You wouldn't have about 3/4 of the shops back then. Faneuil Hall was also used as a training spot then and is not one now. Thank you. Yep.